everybody.
Hello.
We are so happy to be here.
Finally.
Well, it's been a rough morning.
Woo!
We had issues with time, EST, CST, PST. We were all over the place.
Everywhere.
And we had a panic moment.
a little
Because
panic.
we didn't know, okay, we got the time. I'm really good at deducing time, whether it's PST, EST, but we had so many different things. Gen Con had one time down. We had another time scheduled with Renegade. We had a time on our graphic. So I'm just happy that you guys are here.
We're here.
I'm happy you're here.
We're here at Gen Con, girl. We at Gen Con. Look at that. We at Gen Con.
That was so cool.
Well, with Renegade.
With Renegade.
Thank you,
That's
Renegade.
Right. Thank you for inviting us and having us here.
Yeah. We at Renegade Gen Con. Yeah. Well, we just don't have all the crowds and stuff.
Yeah, we don't have the crowds.
Because you didn't want them crowds and all that.
No, I don't mind.
But you don't like them crowds too much.
I'm okay with crowds.
Okay, okay.
For those of you who don't know us, I'm Starla.
I'm Mint.
And we are
Our Family Plays Games. Yeah. What's
and we're
up,
so
folks?
happy to be here with you guys. Hopefully you guys are going to learn some things from us today. And hopefully we'll learn some things from you.
If you have any questions, everybody, we're going to answer them at the end. So get them questions on in there.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. So we're going to get started. Let's go ahead and get started with the first one.
Slides. Yeah.
So the first one, are we on an introductory slide, Desiree? Where are we? Okay.
So we are on the very first slide with your logo right before we get into number one.
Okay, so you guys seen the logo. So now let's move on. You know where we are. We're going to talk about family games.
All right, introductions now. Slide number one.
Slide number one.
Yeah, number two or whatever. Yeah.
I gotta tell you guys, this is a little crazy trying to do this virtually, but that's okay. We're going to work through it. And if you guys are a little patient with us, we're going to make it through.
Come on, family. We're going to work through this, family. Yeah.
So, the first thing is we want to tell you a little bit about who we are.
Well, we're a family that plays games, and that's what we do. We play games.
And that's why we are Our Family Plays Games.
Yeah.
It just seemed like a logical thing to call ourselves because when we decided to, get into social media and to get into YouTube or whatever, we wanted to have a name that really fit what our mission was.
True.
And our real mission from the beginning, which we actually started this back in 2018, to help other families get into gaming just like we do.
And especially families of color.
And so we want to tell people that we play games. And so it's okay for you to play games, regardless of your age, regardless of your family composition. Games are an asset to your family.
Yes. And whoever you are, we don't, whatever you are, hey, we celebrate whatever you are, but we want to play some games with you.
Yeah. So that's why we called ourselves Our Family Plays Games.
Because we play games.
And so all of you who have joined the OFPG family by getting a shirt, we hope that message resonates with you too, because your family plays games.
That's right.
So when you walk around with this logo saying Our Family Plays Games,
you're
talking about your family.
That's you.
Your family plays
That
games.
ain't us. That's you.
And we're so happy to have you as part of our family. So with Our Family Plays Games, we would go to different cons and we would go different places in the gaming hobby, and we just didn't see families.
No.
Just families in general, whether color or whatever. Yeah. We would go there, there'd be a lot of people there, but we have a teenager. And so we wanted to do things together as a family. And he had got to the point where he didn't want to go.
No, he wanted to just be with Nintendo.
Yeah, because he's like, well, there's no kids there, no one for me to play with. And so we're like, wait a minute, there has to be.
He was trying to get to Japan and, be with us. Trying to give him Nintendo.
He wanted to go somewhere, so we wanted to figure out a way for us to do things together as a family. So some of the cons we went to did have a component for teenagers.
But that was on Sunday.
Yeah.
That was at the end of the con.
And the rest of the time, there was no one, there for him. So we're like, how do we get more families involved so that when we go to a con, there'll be other families that we can meet, maybe make some friends. He can make some friends. We really wanted to make this hobby a social thing for us as a family. So that's why we came up with Our Family Plays Games. And so we could meet other families and bring other people in, and mostly to introduce other people to this hobby.
That's right. Because let me tell you, there's a lot of folk that don't know about this hobby.
Know.
And everybody saying, well, why are you trying to talk about games that are so old? Well, shoot, half the folk don't even know about them games.
They don't know.
Shoot, the last 10 years of games they don't know about.
I mean, even our own families, some of my cousins will call me or, they'll talk to us and like, what kind of games are you talking about? Y'all still playing Monopoly?
No, we ain't playing no Monopoly. They said Monopoly, girl.
They say Monopoly.
Woo, Lord.
And we have to let them know that, this hobby is so large. There's so many different games you can play, themes, and different type of mechanics. Yes. So there's always going to be something that you can find in this hobby.
Because you can go from the Stone Age all the way to the future. You start there to the future.
So that's the whole,
and go back to the future too now. Yeah.
So that's the whole premise behind our family plays games. We want to get your family playing games. We want to get everybody out there who doesn't know about this hobby to learn about it and get involved. And so we've got a big mission.
A big mission.
And we need your help.
Ooh, we need your help. All right. So what is a family game, Starla?
Well, that's a hard thing to define.
Yeah.
Because it all depends on what you enjoy. But my biggest thing with the family game is something that everybody can enjoy.
Yes, right.
It brings fun to the household.
That's
because
right.
if it doesn't bring fun, then to me it's not a family game.
What
now, not that it's not a game.
I mean, if you're not having fun, what you doing?
Wait. We've got games here in our collection that I don't play.
No.
I don't feel like they're family games to me. They're more strategy.
That's true.
Those big things like the ones you have with your mechs and all.
Wait, what are you talking about? What you put
Don't
down?
You have mechs?
Yeah, that's sight.
Those toys. Yeah. The toy. So some of those,
they are game components. They're not toys.
They're toys. I mean, big overgrown toys.
The game components.
When he puts those on the table, I mean, it takes up the whole table.
Game components.
And for him, that's a lot of fun.
Yes,
but for me and for our son, and then when our daughter comes from college to visit, that's not something we want to play. So I don't consider that a family game. It is a game, and it is a good game, but it's not what I would put on the table for a family. So for us,
well, some kids like Descent, with the monsters and going dungeon crawling.
You know what? And that's true because every family are different.
That's true.
But I'm just saying, mostly what I would say a family game is something that is easy to learn.
True.
That everybody can enjoy, and that you can get a laugh or two out of it because you want to bring joy.
That's true. You want to bring that joy.
Some of the games you have don't bring me joy.
What don't bring
the one we just talked about, the mix and stuff. Those don't bring me joy.
Sight brings me joy.
You
okay,
but not the family.
All right.
So I don't know what you guys consider to be family games, but that's what I'm thinking.
And I agree with you. I think family games, make sure they bring the family to the table. And you're having some fun, because that's what we're here for.
It shouldn't be something that you have to make your kids do. They should be excited about it.
Get off, or you ain't gonna get on that computer for the next 5 years. No.
We find games that our son enjoys, and like I said, when our daughter comes from college, stuff that she likes, so that we can all sit down and have a good time together.
Yeah.
And that is a true family.
That's
game.
A true family
That's
thing.
That's a family game.
That's a family game.
I mean, if your family's not enjoying it, what's the point?
I know.
what's the
if they sitting up there mad.
Yeah, so you don't want people mad.
No, you don't want people mad.
I don't know if you guys may have a different idea of what you think a family game is. And if you do, hold the questions at the end. We'll talk about them. We'll discuss it a little bit further, okay?
Yeah. Next slide. Okay, so what does your family like to play?
Now that's a good question.
Now we did have that in one of our Beyond Monopoly.
Yeah, that's a good question.
This is time when you sit when you're thinking about, okay, I'm done with Monopoly, I'm done with Jenga, I'm done with Connect 4,
and
Battleship. I'm done with Battleship.
No more cards and dominoes, right now.
No. They still gonna play dominoes now.
Well, I mean, but that's another game. We just want to.
Black folk gonna play some dominoes.
But we want to move on to new stuff.
Okay.
And not keep going to that
That's
stuff.
That's true. So when you're done with all that, and you kind of like, okay, family, what we gonna play now? It's time when you sit down with family or talk to them one-to-one or whatever, and say, what do you want to play?
But and the reason why we brought this question up, what does your family like to play, is because when we first started in this hobby, the game buyer over here, I'm not calling him names.
Here we go.
He didn't consider what we wanted to play.
Here we go.
He found a game that he thought we liked.
Here we go. Yeah, I thought, we play games.
Yes.
And I got Forbidden Island, y'all. I got Forbidden Island. This is the old story that I keep saying.
Yes.
I brought Forbidden Island home. And I said, Starla, I got a new game. She said, what is it? I said, Forbidden Island. What you do? I said, well, we're all on an island and we have to escape, but we got to help each other. She said, help each other. I said, yeah, we got to help each other get off the island. She said, I got to help y'all. I mean, working together? I said, yeah. She said, I don't want to work with y'all. I'm like, what?
You know, he tells the story.
You don't want to work with us?
It is not a true story.
No, you said you didn't want to work with us.
It's not exactly true.
You want to throw us off the island, not help us off the island.
But the point is, you know, he just went out and bought a game. And I know my husband was trying to be considerate, trying to figure out something we do. But the point is, he didn't figure out what we like to play.
Yeah.
And so after that, you know, mistake, he had to get rid of that game, and he went and got Catan, and the rest is history, as we love to say. But from that point on, we would talk about what we wanted to play and try to figure out what our personalities are.
Yes.
I mean, it takes some time because these games are expensive.
Yeah, they are.
So you don't want to get out there and
this
just buy.
This ain't a cheap hobby, no.
So you don't want to get out there and just buy, you know, stuff that your family may not like, and then you're upset because you spent $40 or $60, and they're like, "Oh, I don't want to play that." You know, so
that's with some of these games, though.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Well, I don't play all of them.
I know.
Yeah,
I know. I try though. I try.
Well, this collection is a little outrageous, so there's enough. So there's enough in the collection that I don't have to play all of them.
Yeah.
So it's okay. He has certain things that he likes to play, and those are his games, and I don't have to play those games.
I want you to play most of them, though.
But the main thing is, we're digressing.
Yeah.
The main thing is figure out what your family likes to play.
And that's why I know, okay, so this is what I know. No co-ops unless it's going to be a solo for me.
Yes.
Right?
I don't like
right? It's going to be a solo because she don't do no co-ops.
No.
She don't do co-op. And then no rolling rights because we're not into the rolling rights. No, we ain't into rolling rights.
And, you know, I have to say something about rolling right.
Okay, because talk to him.
I always say, you know, you have to give a game a second chance. Now with rolling right, I've tried a couple of different rolling rights. I don't like either of them.
We got one more though. We got Lanterns Dice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I will try it.
Yeah.
And I hope that I can find one that really, you know, kind of resonates with me. But so far, I haven't found one. Because it's like, to me, I'm like doing homework at school. You got a 4. Okay, I got to put a 4 here. You know, it's,
She don't like rolling right. So that's 2. That's 2.
So that's something else he figured out.
2. And then it has to be kind of cute.
Yeah, I like the beauty.
Unless it's gonna be solo for me.
Yeah, I like the beauty of the artwork, and I like cutesy artwork too, like little happy pigs, so they're so cute and they're square. Yeah. But I mean, it could be anything. But I just love when the game designers take the time to make them beautiful.
Yeah,
you know, make them beautiful, make them something that you want to see on your table. Give it table presence.
Yeah,
you know, that's important.
Yeah, make it look pretty.
Yeah. And then you got to think about what your kids, you know, if you've got smaller children, you know, you may have to find things that they like that maybe something you may not like as much, but you can play, you know, but we're fortunate to have a teenager. And
but he didn't start off as a teenager though.
No, he didn't. But the crazy thing is when we started him about 7
we threw him in the fire.
He started off with Catan.
We threw him in the fire.
Just like we did.
Put him in the fire.
He had already played, you know, Monopoly and all that stuff. So he was ready. So if your kids are ready at, you know, 10 years old or 8 years old or whatever, put them into some games like Survive.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
So they can try to kill you.
No.
Yeah.
That's not the main.
That is, you kill each other in that game. You do.
It does say Survive.
It does say Survive. But you know, Starla, I always wonder, you know, I know I'm digressing, sorry, but why are you going to send somebody to a crazy island like that?
I don't know.
Why are they going there?
That's the whole thing.
That always bothered me that I'm taking my people to an island. Now I got to get them out of there.
Yes, that's the whole the game.
And you know, Larry and stuff, they be dying. Yeah. I name my people, folk. I name them. Yes. Okay, I name my people.
His people, his animals. Name my people. Yeah, everything has to have a name.
Don't remind me of Jimmy now. That's a Agricola. Don't remind me of Jimmy. Jimmy.
Well,
Jimmy.
So
okay.
Knowing what your family likes to play, like for our son. If it has monsters in it,
he likes
it. Dice to roll,
he likes it.
It's loud, you know. He likes that kind of stuff.
If he can try to take us down, he likes it.
He loves Survive.
He loves Survive.
Yeah, he loves Survive. He will get into a boat with one meeple and leave you behind.
And then in Clank, in Clank, he always has to get that gangster Mr. Whiskers.
So
y'all know he a gangster. Mr. Whiskers is a gangster.
You know, so we've kind of figured out over the years what our family likes, and this is something that you're not going to be able to do automatically. It's going to take time because you're going to have to try some things and dislike some things and then like some things, and then you'll figure out what kind of pattern. Because my husband knows I love economic games.
Yes,
I do.
Yes, she wants to take all your money away.
So I love economic games. So those are kind of things that you'll figure out over time. But if you want to kind of save yourself some wasted money, because we've wasted money over the years, talk to your family ahead of time and figure out what they like to play.
Yes, that is true. Because I mean, I have made some attempts, several attempts, and they have failed. But they're not even my collection. Because like Panamax, you don't like Panamax. That's where, Panamax is where you have to, you're like in the Panama Canal, and it's a big dice game where you got to move dice that's on ships through the Panama Canal. It's kind of a medium heavy game. Starla looked at them dice and looked at Panama. She said, I'm not doing that. I said, it's kind of economic. She said, but in the Panama Canal? She's like, no. I tried, y'all, but it ain't leaving my collection.
There's just certain things, I like. And like I said, there's so many games that I know I don't have to like everything. Because there's so many games out there. I don't try to play everything. I don't try to learn everything. Because when I sit down at the table, I want to have a good time. And if I'm not having fun, I'm just not going to do it. Because that's, to me, board gaming is something that we do at the end of the day or on the weekend where you want to relax from a hard weekend. You want to laugh. I love to laugh. And when we sit down and we play, sometimes I will laugh till I cry. And I love that. If I can get a game that's making us laugh till I cry and everyone's having a good time, then that game was worth whatever penny we spent.
Mostly at my expense.
Well, that's your choice.
Oh, shit.
That's your choice. Your choice.
Mostly at my expense.
Hey,
All right, so now we go on to the next slide. Next slide. Doing the research. Now that's a lot of me.
Now we kind of touched on that.
It's a lot of me.
A little bit earlier, and this what's your family like to play? Finding out what's your family. That's research there. But then there's more research you have to do. Because again, this is not a cheap hobby. You're spending $30, $40, $50, $60, sometimes $100 on one of these beautiful little boxes. And so you want to make sure.
And don't mention no Kickstarter.
So you want to make sure that
Kickstarter, baby.
For me, I want to spend our money wisely. And so we want to make sure that we research. So my husband does the research. So where do you start, babe?
Well, where I start is Board Game Geek, definitely.com.
BGG.
And then just looking at all the hundreds of reviewers and information on YouTube. Because there's a bunch of them. There's a bunch of them. So I kind of look at all of them. I look at the news that they're talking about, what's coming out, especially like in Gen Con. You find out what's going on. And there's some exciting things coming out.
That's
true. And I like that. So that's where all my little research is going to. But when I first started, I just put in the Google machine, I put board games. And, and board games, I just put them in there. And then all of a sudden, there go Catan popped up. But it was Catan from Board Game Geek. And I hit that. And I said, ooh, I kind of looked at it. I said, ooh, that's kind of expensive there. And then I found Forbidden Island. And I said, ooh, that's a little bit cheaper. And I did my research there. And I said, maybe they'll like Forbidden Island. No, it didn't happen. But anyway, that's what we tried.
Well, for me, when we first started this hobby, I thought my husband had literally lost his mind.
Well,
it didn't take, it didn't take much for me to say, look, you're spending too much money. Stop spending. My husband had got to a point where he was buying.
I got these on sale. Some of these on sale.
But sale still means money.
But sale and coupons.
So when people see this wall of games, we didn't get this overnight.
No.
It took years.
What? We were in it, We're now in it, 8
Almost
years?
8 years now. So it's taken years to get to this point.
8 years.
And I wasn't always happy to get to this point.
No.
So my husband would do the research, and that was the way he would convince me.
Y'all had to sneak some games in here. Y'all had to sneak some games in here.
Well, I looked on BGG, and it's highly rated. played it. So he's the research guy.
Had to negotiate.
The research
Had to
guy
negotiate with my
to go
queen.
and find out, what the game's about. And that was helpful for me because you start thinking about 2 or 3 games a week. You're looking at, 40, 50.
I didn't do no two or three games.
Yes, you did.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Really? Oh, Lord.
We didn't get to this number.
I got a problem, y'all. I got a problem.
Well, you got to think,
Lord. What?
Sometimes he had to slow down because.
Well, we talked about it, and this goes with research too.
Yeah.
Is this research?
Yeah.
We had to stop chasing after the shiny.
Yeah.
We talked about it. We had to talk about it.
That's something we got to talk about.
Yeah, we
stop chasing the hotness.
Yeah, the hotness,
Don't
man.
chase the hotness.
Because I was chasing the hotness every minute, man.
Because my husband said, there's this new game out. We got to get it. And I'm like, no, we don't have to get it. We got a ton of games.
And yeah, I still do, looking at you, smartphone, and a few others over there. But, I did chase after the hotness a little bit still, but I slowed down because, Starla told me, let's just play the games we got.
Play the ones we have.
Yeah. And that's a part of researching is finding a game that you can get a whole bunch of plays out for.
Yes.
Because if you're just getting a game
if
that
you're going to one and done, then you wasted your money.
Yeah.
You wasted your money. I wouldn't tell anybody to buy a game that just looks good to you today, and then you play it and you don't like it. You didn't research well enough.
Oh, that's another game we don't play too much. Those escape games.
Oh yeah, we don't do escape games. Yeah, yeah. We've gone back to point 2, which your family likes to play.
No, I mean, we don't do them escape games.
But back to point 3, doing the research. It's really important because you are investing a lot. And I tell everybody, board games are an investment in your family.
Yeah.
And you want to make sure your money is being spent wisely.
And this is something that goes to, what your family like and doing the research. When you talk to your family, like our family, we got our little list of things we like, but your family might like all co-op.
Yeah, they may
y'all want to work together.
They may like,
y'all want to work together.
Yeah, whatever it is that resonates in your family, that your family enjoys, those are the games you want to invest in because it is an investment.
Yes,
because it will start to add up and you'll look back and go, God, how much money have I spent? But if your family still plays that game and they enjoy that game, then you want to say that's an investment.
Because they might like all they want all horror games.
Yeah.
They like the horror, genre. Or they like star, like what is that? Sci-fi.
Sci-fi.
We got a whole bunch of everything, but like they might like sci-fi. They might just want to do like combat games or war games and stuff. So you really got to do the research, talk to your family, and see what they really do like.
Yeah.
Because we got one thing here, and then we also go on, on our ethics or what we think, like we don't play games that try to exploit Africa,
or exploit anybody, and if it has something negative in it, we won't play it. And we're really happy, like with 5 Tribes, which is one of my all-time favorites. When it came out, they had slaves. Cards.
What they thinking?
Yeah, and we didn't like that. It always, kind of rubbed us the wrong way. But as soon as they came out with the Fazir cards,
guy like that,
we got those, and those we played. So I mean, something.
And then another one, like we love Alexander Pfister, but like Mombasa, that kind of was showing the colonialism of Africa. We ain't down with that.
So we don't have that in our collection right now. But yeah, so just do the research. And also too, one thing my husband used to do with chasing the hotness.
Yes.
He would get online and he would find out, everybody likes this game.
Yeah. And I tell you, this game everybody likes. And I tell him,
I'm not everybody.
I know.
Just because they like it don't mean we have to like it.
Yeah.
Now we might like it.
Yeah.
But doesn't mean we have to. So he had to change his mindset of, this is a great game. Everybody likes it. Well, okay.
Yeah, because we got Wingspan way after the hype. We got Wingspan way after the hype, but we enjoy it though.
We love it.
We love it.
But don't chase the hotness.
Yeah.
Do your research. Go online. Watch YouTube videos. Listen to some of the reviewers.
Read blogs.
I mean, I know it sounds like a lot of work, but you want to invest your money wisely, and you want something that your family will want to play again and again.
Yeah,
that's important.
And then also, if you just want to buy something solo, do that. Because like Spirit Island back there, I know it's a great game, but that's just for me.
Yeah,
that's just for me because I want to, take out the colonists. I want to do that.
Well, my husband stays up later than I do, so I'm usually in bed by 10:30, 11 o'clock. He's up till 12:01. He's trying to figure out something to do other than watch TV. So he puts out his solo games. And
Gloomhaven, baby. Gloomhaven. Yeah.
And so And that may be something in your family. Maybe a person in your family, whether it's you or your husband or your kids. If there's certain games they like that they may want to play solo or play without you, you may want those in the collection, because what I love about board games, it keeps, especially with our kids, keeps him off the screen time with the videos all the time.
Yes, yes.
And then it also makes him think a little bit differently, because he has to touch pieces and add up stuff and strategize. And I love that. So have those games in your collection that actually kind of educate your kids.
Sneaking that education on them.
They don't even
Sneaking
know
that
it.
education
They don't know
on
they're
them.
getting
Yeah,
educated.
because like World's Fair. World's Fair is a good one. You know, that's
you're learning
Renegade
stuff.
too. World's Fair, that, you know, because that's a fun game, because you just the game takes a long time because you're looking at the cards talking about it.
The cards.
You're like,
are
oh
awesome.
man, that was at the World's Fair. Look at that. You know, you're talking like, oh man, what was, they had electronic this, that,
and our son was he was so amazed at some of the things he learned from those cards. And I love it when a designer goes that extra mile and don't just put a theme on it, you know, just tack it on. I mean, really make it worthwhile and make it meaningful to the game. And they did that with World's Fair. So
and then you know, the life lessons that you find out on some like Stone Age. You know, what you say about Stone Age, our town, Stalin?
Well, Stone Age is a lesson on life.
Yes.
Because with Stone Age, once you can feed your people, when you can feed your meeples.
When you feed your meeples.
You don't have to go to the yards and give forage for food or whatever. Once you can do that, you got them fed. Now you can go have fun.
You can do anything you want to.
You can go do some of the little tile cards. And you know, go do some of the little cards where you what do you call them? The casino cards.
Casino cards, all that stuff. Like that.
So you get a chance to have fun. You don't have to worry about feeding your people.
No.
And that's with life. Once you've covered up all your bills for the month, you paid your rent, your mortgage, your car note stuff, then you got this extra income that you can play with.
That's right.
And that's what Stone Age makes me think about. It makes me think about, I paid all my bills, my people are fed, my little villagers are fed. Now I can go have fun with the game.
Sneaking those life lessons on you, y'all. Sneaking those life lessons on you.
Yeah. So that's all part of doing the research.
That's just like how you do in suburbia, how you put your city together. That you really I gotta have a fast food, gotta have some apartments of it, and you know, you put it together like a real city. And she wins, y'all. Doing that stuff.
It's logic. Just doing it logically. So yeah, do the research. Think about your family. You know, don't be selfish and just think about stuff you like. You know,
I think about you, my queen.
You do.
I think
you do. But you know, it gets to that point. But do the research, because I want family games. I don't want people to resent buying games and say, "Oh, I shouldn't spend this money." Research ahead of time and know that what you're doing is an investment in your family, and for years to come, you'll be able to enjoy it.
Make sure if they don't like it, you can still play it. Make sure.
Yes.
All right. So we go on to
number 4.
Getting the game to the table.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, once you get the game in the household and everybody's kind of okay with it, now you gotta learn. You gotta learn those rules. Whew, Lord, you gotta learn those rules.
I'm just gonna say right now, and if you've heard me say this before, I'm not a rules person.
No, she is not.
And what I mean is, I don't want to read rule books.
No, she does not. She thinks Rodney Smith is boring. Rodney ain't boring.
I don't want to.
We love Rodney.
I don't want to read them. It just takes forever. Now, I will use them for a point of clarification. If we're at a table and we're disagreeing on something, let's get the book and let's figure out if this is right.
But I got to learn all the rules.
But basically, my husband takes on the job of learning the rules. So in your household, you got to have somebody. And it may be more than one. In our household, it's just one.
It's me.
But you got to have somebody who wants to learn the rules, because there's no fun in playing a game if you're playing it wrong.
That's right.
You got to play it right.
Yeah. That brings out the fun.
But you want to play it the way the designer meant for it to be played.
That's right.
Because that's the only way, if you really know you're mastering the game, if you're playing it the way it was meant to be played.
So that means we don't do too many home rule things up in here. We don't do no home rules now. We don't do all that.
Yeah, it's very rare that we'll do a home rule. And that's only if we find a game where there's a mechanic or a mechanism that breaks the game.
Or length. Because you know, like with what's that Harbor, they only you finish the game like at 6 buildings, but we stretched it to 8 buildings.
Yeah, we want to play a little longer.
A little longer.
But most times we play it exactly the way the designer meant for it to be played. So, Mr. Rules Man, how do you learn rules? What do you do?
Well, one, I go to the internet. I go to the internet and then to just see what's going on out there. Because if they have a video of it, I'm hitting YouTube, baby.
Yep.
I'm hitting YouTube.
Yeah.
Rodney Smith, how to play. Because like some of these games, they got 1,000 people that's showing you how to play it. So hey, might as well use them.
Yeah.
Might as well use them. So that's I really use that. The how to for the games.
And then recently you've been actually taking the game out of the box.
Yeah, and putting it down and actually playing it myself so I can feel the pieces, see what's going on, like I did with Western Legends. I put it out, trying to play it, see what's going on.
He used to not do that. He used to not take it out the box. He just go to YouTube and read the book. Yeah. But now he's finding out that taking it out the box.
Put it out there and look at it and see what's going on.
Yeah, and maybe even setting it up by yourself.
And playing like a round or two by myself.
Yeah, so he can figure it out. Because when we sit at the table with him, I'm going to be asking him, okay, what am I supposed to do this time? Because I need somebody who knows what to do.
And see, I get my one win there. Like the first game, I get my one win. I don't have a problem. I get my one win, and then here she comes. Here she comes.
For me, when I learn a new game, I don't even try to win the first time.
See that?
So if you're sitting down at a table with me and we're learning a new game, don't expect me to win. I'm not even going to try. My whole focus is learning the game.
See, that's a hollow victory for me. I feel bad. That's a hollow victory for me.
But my second time at the table.
She going to work, y'all. She going to work.
My second time at the table.
You struggling. You fighting and struggling. And, Lord.
I am doing my best to take everybody out.
You just go, Lord.
I'm just going to tell you straight up.
You just be fighting, surviving.
One of our viewers put a comment in yesterday saying that they were so happy that I'm unapologetically proud to be competitive.
And she is.
I'm a competitor. And that's why games are so great in our home, because I love the competitive fight. I'm a competitor. I mean, I've always been. In real life, I'm an entrepreneur. I've always had businesses. So, I'm a competitor. I like to get out there and I want to win.
She want to win. That's why she says when she's at the table, y'all, don't mess with her because she's at work. Don't mess. Don't touch her. Don't say, hey, excuse me. She at work, y'all. She got them glasses on. Woo.
I got my glasses on so I can see.
She got the glasses on.
So yeah, I like to win. So yeah, I'm a competitor, but learning the rules is important.
Yeah,
so
it is.
When I learn the rules of the game, it's usually playing my first time.
Yeah.
I always tell my husband, tell me what I have to do to win.
Yes.
How does the turn order go?
Yes.
What do I get as far as currency or meeples or what all my pieces are? He usually sets that up. Everybody have their stuff set up for the game. But if you can give me what I need to win and how I have to do a turn order, then let me at the board.
Yeah.
And I'll ask questions as I go.
Yeah.
And like I said, the first round playing as a family, it's not going to be the best for me or for anybody because we're just trying to learn it.
That's my hollow one victory. That's my hollow one victory. He usually
wins the first. Yeah, he's the only one that knows.
Sometimes I don't.
Well, that's true.
Because Pan Am, you won.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
I did win the first thing, Pan Am, but
see how she be doing? Like, oh yeah, I won the first one. Yeah, look at all that.
Yeah. But the first time of learning the rules is just for me. I like to touch the pieces. Yeah. I like to feel it when I'm reading rules. And I don't know about anybody else, but by the time I've read from rule 1 to rule 9, I've forgotten rule 1. It's like you got 100 rules in. It's like, okay, now what did he tell me to do the first time? So I have to touch.
So I got to remember everything.
Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, that's my job. Yeah, that's my job. Yeah, that's my job. Yeah.
That's your job.
That's my job.
So he's the rules guy.
Yeah.
So if you can in your household get a rules person, and then it may not be one person, it may be a collective. Maybe you all decide you're gonna get the rules and learn them together, and that's great. But in our household, we depend on him.
On me. So who's playing? You gotta find out who's playing.
Yeah, because for us, if it's just my husband and I, we may put anything on the table.
Yeah, we'll put anything from heavy
except
to
for your games.
Well, except for my games, y'all.
Games, the Gloomhavens, the sites. I don't do those, but
and Terraforming Mars, you still got to play that though. You still got to play that. You still got to play that.
I did.
No, just a half a second, and you said it wasn't cute.
Yeah, I didn't like
you said Terraforming Mars wasn't cute, and you said put it up. I'm like, no, it's a beautiful game.
Okay, now back to my rule about every game deserves a second chance.
You didn't give it a second chance. You got to give it a second chance.
Every rule has an exception.
No. You got to play it. It's getting cuter. Terraforming Mars getting cuter.
How does it get cuter?
It's getting cuter.
The games don't change and grow.
It's getting cuter.
Whatever was in the box the first time.
No, it's getting cuter.
Whatever was in the box the first time we played it has not changed. Did you upgrade the pieces?
They got indented boards now.
Okay, we're digressing.
Okay, all right. Okay.
We're digressing. Okay, right, who's playing? Now, when we play, if it's just, we have a lot of 2-player games.
Yeah, we got a ton.
Because, of course, there are times when we can't get our kid to play. And then when our daughter comes from college, well, she's in college now, so we don't see her very often. So it's usually Mick and I. Yeah. So a lot of our games play 2-player to 4-player, 2 to 6 or whatever. Yeah. But some games, even if it says it plays 2, it doesn't play as well unless you have 3 or more players. Yeah. So we may avoid those if we can't get, Grant to sit down and play with us. And sometimes he just doesn't want to. Yeah. And that's fine. Because again, we don't make this a punishment for him. It's not, you got to play games. We want you to know. It's like, hey, babe, it's time for you to take a break. You've been on the video games and stuff for about 4 hours.
Sometimes we got to come a little bit.
Well, yeah, but I mean, sometimes we
got to talk to him a little bit.
Because, I mean, it's the option is either you can come play with us or you can just sit down and just read a book or something. So,
I'm playing a game. I'm playing a game.
Because you got to get him out that screen time. So sometimes board games look really good to him.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
They look really good. But, so if it's just us playing, we may pull out a 2-player game.
Yes.
So that's where you want to know. You may want to have a collection of those, just some little 2 players, like a patchwork.
So when the kids go to sleep, the kids are away and you have some time
visiting friends
together, you can play some 2-player.
A 2-player game is good. Like I said, a lot of our games are 2 to 4 players, but again, even though it says 2 to 4, sometimes it doesn't play as well at 2.
Yes.
So you need that 3rd or 4th person.
Yes.
So we have 2-player games. Yeah. So if you only got 2 of you, that's who's playing, then you may want to think about having a couple of those kind of games in your collection. So you can just have fun with the 2 of you.
Yeah. Yeah. And then also just have, if you get into the heavier games, just have heavy games for you.
Yeah. Like you do.
Yeah. For both of us, like some of the heavy games like Terra Mystica, even though Grant can play them, we play them together, play it together.
And it plays well at 2.
Yeah, it does.
It plays well. 5 tribes, well at 2.
5 tribes, oh my God, it's beautiful at 2.
Now, Clank plays well. I don't know if have you ever played it at 2?
No, because it's so much fun.
We don't play it at 2.
Yeah, because Grant likes it.
Plays at 3 because
Grant likes it.
And it's great at 3.
Yeah.
So he loves that game. I don't think we've ever had a chance to.
No.
Because he likes to play it.
He likes to play Clank,
so,
man.
Yeah, so again, who's going to play? So when it's a game like Clank, we don't put it on the table because we know he likes it.
We love that game.
We don't put it on the table unless we know he's going to play. Yeah. So I know we just played Clank in Space just a couple of days ago.
And he liked that one. Me and him liked it.
He loved it. I'm not a big space thing. I like the original. I love the dragon.
Yeah.
I like Mr. Whiskers.
But I like Eradicus. I like Eradicus.
Okay.
I like Eradicus. Okay. Going against him.
But anyway, so coming to the
and they still got Mr. Whiskers in there.
They do.
Dr. Whiskers. A gangster, a doctor. He's a gangster doctor now.
Between the original Clank and Space Clank, he would have got
he got some education.
Mr. Whiskers went to college.
He went to college to be a doctor now.
Can you imagine Mr. Whiskers sitting in his class?
I'm telling you, when you go into a cave or a spaceship and see a homeboy just sitting there licking himself, you're like, oh, gotta go. Time to go. We got a cat here. Time to go.
But so you need to know who's coming to the table. So we know on a game night for us, and for our household, especially now with us dealing with COVID-19, game
y'all
night.
Be safe out there now.
Game night could be any night. It used to be Friday night, Saturday night, or Sunday. Yeah. Now we may pull out a game on Thursday. And so if
Monday.
If Grant's like, well, I want to play something. So we find things that's gonna make him happy, like a Survive or like a Clank or like Downforce or something like that where,
or like what is that? Quacks.
Oh,
Quacks of Quickenberg, whatever.
Yeah, Quickenberg.
Yeah.
And he loved that. He loved that game so much. He loves it so much.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to know. Who's coming to the table? Yeah. Is it going to be just you and your husband?
Yeah.
Are you and your son?
Yeah.
Are who's coming to the table?
Yeah.
And you need to have games for that.
Yeah.
Every game is not going to fit all the time. So you want to have a variety so you can have those games that'll fit.
That's true.
2 people, 3 people, 4 people. And have a good play time.
Have a good time.
Yeah.
Because it's all about having fun now.
Because you don't want to put a game that's 2 to 4 players. And again, like I said, some don't play well at 2. And then you're not having fun because only 2 of you. Then don't play that.
Yeah, don't play that.
No, get a 2-player game.
Yeah.
Yeah, get a 2-player game. So you want to know who's coming to play the game. Who's playing?
Now, setting up the game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's me.
Now,
That's
okay,
me.
wait.
What? Huh?
See, everybody thinks that you do everything. You do the rules, you buy the games. Okay, well, actually, you do it. You do the rules. But I don't set up the game. He does not let me set up the game.
Whoa. I know where everything go.
Okay, let me explain something about our game.
I know where everything go.
My husband thinks that these games are like museum pieces.
No, I don't.
And he's the curator of our museum.
Don't talk about my babies like that. Excuse me. Don't talk about the collection like that.
He wants to touch them with kid gloves, and you can't put them in the box right. And so I just don't set up games. So setting up the game, you tell them about setup.
Huh?
You talked about setup because I don't do it.
She's not. Don't listen to her, babies. Don't listen to her. But anyway. Now what I do is setting up the game. I just, we use those little bowls. That's one thing.
You have to have sometimes you have to have
extra, have little bowls. And they got some stuff out there.
Yeah, extra things for your game. Like you have to have either some kind of containers. We have some cute little glass bowls that we bought
at the dollar store.
At the dollar store.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't want to play with glass because it's breakable.
That's true. Especially if you've got kids around.
Yeah, we found those before we found out about the little silicone things that they pin together.
Yeah.
And you can make the little silicone bowls, which are easier to carry.
Yeah.
But we also have some plastic ones too.
Yes, we do.
That we can use when we travel. We take the plastic little containers. They're, yay big, small, and you put your little coins in there, or you put your little resource pieces, and that helps you keep the table neat. And then also
the play mats.
Now, a lot of times you see our videos, we've got this. What theme is that?
What?
Is that Star Trek?
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Oh, Star Wars.
It's Star Wars.
Star Wars.
It's the Death Star.
Yeah, so my husband...
She said Star Trek, y'all.
Once you leave Marvel, I don't know.
Marvel. She said Marvel. She said Marvel, y'all.
So anyway,
oh, Lord.
We put this big play mat out. And the play mat helps you because picking up cards.
Yes, better.
It'll help you because you kind of bend your cards to be on a slick surface trying to pick them up. And the play mat, that rubbery mat, helps you pick up the cards better.
Yeah.
Then if you have games where you're going to be adding up stuff, you're going to be, writing down things, then you may have to have some little notepads, which we do. Little notepads and a pen so people can add up stuff. And
dice trays.
Because
you have dice trays. Dice trays, yeah.
You got to have a dice tray.
Got to have a dice tray.
And the reason why we started playing before we started getting into dice trays. You're rolling dice, and then you'll knock somebody's meeple over.
Yeah.
You'll knock a piece off the way.
The dice go flying off the table.
So having these extra things when you set up the game are important.
Yes, they are.
So a dice tray is really important.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah, and so we've got a beautiful one now. One of our viewers
sent us
a beautiful dice tray. I have to give you a story about dice trays.
Okay, here we go, y'all. Is that the one over there?
Well, no, we tried to make our own dice tray.
Oh, Lord, we did.
And I have to let you guys know I'm not a DIY.
No, me either. I'm not either, y'all.
We were so proud of it. It was the worst looking little thing.
It was.
But we were proud of it, but we also knew we couldn't take pictures of it because it was not pretty. We went to Walmart and I got me these little square boxes and I got some felt and some glue.
No, I went to get the stuff at Michael's. I went to Michael's, y'all. Yeah, I went to Michael's, y'all.
No, we got the boxes from Walmart.
Yeah, we got the boxes from Walmart and the felt and stuff.
And we got some felt and we cut it. But it worked until we got a nice one.
Kinda worked.
You'll never see a picture of that dice tray on any of our pictures because it was not pretty at all.
It's not pretty.
I mean, it was not pretty. But
and then you tried to do some painting inside.
I was trying to beautify.
You trying to. You tried to do some paint inside, y'all. And it was all coming all crazy. I'm like, oh Lord.
But the point of being, we knew we needed a dice tray.
Yeah.
And at the time, I was like, I'm not spending all this money. I'm not going to spend $20, $30 on a dice tray. It's just something to throw the dice
But we needed to, though.
We did.
We did.
We
did.
did.
If you want to put some money in that, invest some money and get a dice tray.
We learned the hard way.
Yes, we did.
But you need a dice tray. So those are the
and extras. A dice tower. We got a dice tower.
Oh, that's right. We have dice towers.
Well,
a lot of games come with dice towers.
Yeah, like Wingspan.
Yeah, it comes with a dice tower, but we actually have one.
Yes, we do.
I'm not a fan of dice towers too
Why?
much because I don't trust the results.
Y'all, did y'all hear that, fam? Fam, did y'all hear that?
You drop those dice in the dice tower, and it always comes up snake eyes.
Yes, it does. Just like with Wingspan, you put it in there, you get snakes all the time.
And you try to get
you get the the worms. You say, "Where's my fish? I need my fish."
I say, dice got to roll. You got to have somewhere to roll those dice.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm joking. I'm really joking. Yeah. I like a dice tower. We do have one, and we like our dice trays too.
Yes, we
do. Even our ugly one is going to stay. I'm not going to get rid of it.
Ugly one's going to stay.
I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah, that was our DIY. Yeah, we did. It's going to stay in the family.
Yes.
It ain't going to probably go nowhere past us, but it's going to stay in the family.
Yeah. So those are the things you'll need to set up the game. And one more thing you're going to need to set up. We didn't tell them.
What?
How to decide who goes first.
Yes. Because some of the rules in some games tell you who should go first, who was the last person
player.
Yeah, who last ran a train. Yeah. I mean, who was on a train, who was the last person on the island. We haven't been on the island, y'all.
Yeah. Yes, we have.
Where?
We went to the San Juans.
Oh, yeah. It's near Seattle.
Washington,
Washington.
Anyway, that's another thing. So some games will give you the parameters for who should go first.
Yes.
But some games don't. So how do you decide?
Like who's the last person on a plane? We all been on a plane together.
Yeah, so how do you decide? So my husband has an app.
Chawazi.
It's Chawazi.
And
Chawazi is an app on your phone. You can download it for free. And you just put your finger on it. And it everybody puts their finger on at the same time. And the one whose color comes up, that's who would go first. That's just something to think about. Now, you don't have to get Chawazi.
No.
But when you're playing a game and you're doing the setup, you need to have all these things in place so that you can have a nice, smooth game time. Chawazi is great. Now, sometimes we will figure out who won last.
Yeah, we'll look on
whoever won last.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, we look on Board Game Geek where we put all of our plays on Board Game. We record it all. So we go to the last who won the last game, and that's the person that'll start.
That's who'll start.
Yeah.
So sometimes he pulls out Chawazi. Sometimes he'll say, "Well, who won last?" So you need to have a way to figure out who's gonna go first.
Probably her.
Why are you pointing?
Because it's probably you. Most 9 times out of 10 is you.
No.
What?
Well, we did Clank and Space.
That was Grant.
Grant won the last 2 games.
That's right. Grant.
So sometimes. So anyway, but you got to figure out who goes first. And I think those are the other things.
And you know what? Every time when I say it's me, you say, "Oh, that can't stand." I say, "Ooh, I won the last game." Oh no, I can't stand.
Yeah.
I can't stand. I'm like, what? I can't even have the glory of having the last game. I'm like, wow.
That's the competition we have in this household.
Yeah.
But it keeps us laughing.
Yes, it does.
Keeps us happy as a couple that we fight it out on the board
on
game
the table. On the
table with board games.
On the table. That's where we take it.
That's where we
take it on. That's where we take it on.
Yeah.
I don't like it at the table. I don't like it at the table, but I love it any other time now. I love it any other time. A beautiful queen, I love it. But on the table,
if you're ever playing with us and you're playing, like we play with some couples and they try to help each other out.
Yeah.
We don't play with couples
we be
like
mad.
Because this is not a team sport.
Yeah.
This is every man for himself.
Yeah. Because like the last ones we had, we're not gonna say our names because we love them. But they said, "Oh baby, can you do that for me?" "Oh yeah, I'll do that." We're like, "What?
Oh yeah.
Don't do that."
Yeah, we don't like that. If you're playing as a couple and you guys can't play separately, then I don't want to play with you.
No.
We can't be teaming up.
Especially like in Catan or something. You go like, "Oh, baby, can you give me the 2 sheep?" "Yeah, sweetheart." I'm like, "What? What you giving sheep for?"
So if we're playing together at the table, trust and believe we are playing individually because we are competing against each other.
Yes. Blood is on the table.
Yeah, you can trust and believe that one. So anyway, I think that wraps up everything about family games.
Yeah.
I think we've talked your ear off.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Now it's time for questions in the last 30.
Yeah, we want to give you guys plenty of time to ask questions.
Do we got a lot of questions?
We have questions, Desiree?
Yes. So we actually have a few questions. So for the first one I have here, what is your favorite 2-player game?
Ooh.
Oh, gosh.
What was that one we put at the top? I don't remember.
Oh my God!
We did a video on that. We did a video.
And I'm gonna go ahead and clear this up right now. And I said this before.
What's that?
Whatever we do, our top 10, top 20, That's what we feel at the moment.
Yes.
But every one of these games is a top for us. That's why we have it.
That's right.
That's why
it's in the collection.
Because we love them all. But let me think. Our favorite 2-player game. Now we did a playthrough of Patchwork.
Patchwork, yeah.
Which we do.
No, but I think Patchwork.
We did.
Yeah.
We did a playthrough of Patchwork for Valentine's Day because that's a nice game.
Yeah.
It's a nice, sweet game that you can play.
Yeah.
But
we have a lot of games that that's our favorite at 2-player. Yeah. That's really from 2 to 4. Like one is like 5 Tribes.
Yeah.
We love that at 2-player.
That's not a 2-player. I mean, know. A literal 2-player game. I really think we would
Patchwork?
No.
Which one?
No, I like Lost
Cities. That'll tear up a family there.
Yeah, that's a frustrating
that'll tear up a family.
Yeah.
Shoot. Knizia, that was not right.
We're gonna stick with Patchwork right now.
But then what is that? Fox in the Forest. That's a good one because I win at that one. Yeah, I win at that one.
Fox in the Forest did make our list, but
I win at that
he
one.
Wins at that. I don't know how he does it.
I love that game.
I don't know, but
I love that game.
So those are a couple, but we really love Patchwork. It's calming.
Yes.
We don't, it's not too competitive for us.
No,
it's really a nice calming game.
Yeah, it's a nice calming game. Yeah. Yeah, we like that one. All right, what's the next one?
All right. So we have a question. What is your daughter's favorite game?
Now that's my daughter.
It's mixed daughters. My stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Sydney, she likes
Love Letter.
She loves Batman.
Love Letter. That's her favorite one.
She loves that one
because she's more on the party game side.
She likes Codenames.
Yeah, So when she comes in, we play a lot of party games here and there. Yeah, we do play. That's another thing that we kind of. Party games.
We didn't talk about party games, but this is family games.
It's family game.
Yeah,
but I mean, that can be in a party game. Some families might like party games.
That's true.
Like Cash and Guns.
That's true.
Cash and Guns, y'all. Don't be pointing that gun at me. Don't point that gun at me.
We didn't mention party games too much because it was a family game, but some families do like party games.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So it's really Love Letter Batman for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she loves that one.
She does.
Yeah. I'm still on the hunt for that one, y'all. So if y'all know where I can find that cheat, let me know. Cheat now. Cheat. No, Batman. Oh, you can't find it.
Well, we already have one.
No, for her.
Oh, well, yeah.
For in college.
She can play with us.
Well, no, in college, she won't one.
And then
next question.
Since we found out her favorite game, you mentioned some that Grant likes to play, but does he have a top favorite that he likes to play?
King of Tokyo. Yeah. Because for some reason, those 6 dice love him.
Yes, they do.
They love him. Mm-hmm. And every time he will roll all 3s on there.
Yeah.
You remember that time he just rolled all 3s?
Every time.
Like 2-3 times. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, what? What's wrong with them dice?
And he got the extra head dice.
Yeah, he got the extra head dice.
He loves King of Tokyo. It's always been a favorite. I think out of his 3 would probably be King of Tokyo, Clank, and Survive.
Yes. Because he can hurt us in each one of those games. Yeah.
Those are his 3.
He can take revenge on his parents in each one of those games. Yeah.
There are others he likes to play, but if we have to go to the table, those are the ones he talks about.
Yeah, he likes those. Yeah. Now he has a favorite now, Quacks.
Oh, he likes Quacks.
He's starting to like Quacks now.
But all-time favorites so far have been those 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Awesome. And then someone has asked, what is your kid's favorite thing to study at school?
Well, Grant is into computers.
Yes.
As you guys know, he does our videos.
Yes.
He's our editor. And so he's always been into computers. He's been into robotics and developing computer games. And he's done some engineering classes. So anything that's computer based, that's his thing. Now,
Anything else? No. Sydney is journalism.
Oh, journalism.
Well,
it was teaching.
It's been so many.
She changed her major.
It's been so many.
So now I think it's journalism, right?
I don't know. I don't know.
We love you, Sydney.
We love you, but we don't know. I love you. I think it's she want to be a teacher.
Yes, she does.
Yeah, she want to be a teacher. Yeah. But for Grant, his least favorite is math. Ain't that something? Computers and don't like math.
He's
don't like math. But his strong point is English now.
Yeah, English and writing. But he always
takes after his mama.
But he's always into computer stuff. He's been in computer classes since middle school. So.
Yeah, takes after his mama. Yeah. Anything else?
Yes. Let's see. What are good options for online during COVID-19?
That's on him.
That's me, because she talking about she don't want to do the online. Mm-mm. Yeah, explain why you don't want to do online.
Because I like sitting at the table, touching the pieces. Mm-hmm. The only thing I play online is poker and spades. Mm-hmm. And even though I like touching cards, but I do that online. But yeah, the games, he's always in a game. You're in games right now, right?
Yeah, board game arena. I love that. It's simple for an old man like me. It's simple. It's simple for an old man. So, because all that, the Tabletopia and Tabletop Simulator, I don't got time for all those gyrations now. I don't got time for all the gyrations. All the gyrations on the screen. I need something simple and easy to work with. So I need board game arena. So that's what I love, that one. And I play everything on there. So I love that. And then also some of the apps. I love Terraforming Mars apps. Since you don't want to play nothing with me. I do Terraforming Mars app, Sangrata, because you love Sangrata.
I do.
But I play that in an app, and a few Terra Mystica, I play that in an app, and also I want to try that on Board Game Arena one day. But yeah, that's what I like. Some of the apps too. Ticket to Ride app too. What we got?
So let's see. What are your favorite snacks to eat while gaming?
We don't eat. We don't be eating.
Okay, so
we don't be eating no games.
We're gonna tell you about some of the house rules.
No.
This one here does not want you eating while you play games.
No.
Because you'll get food on the components.
Yes.
So what we will do is that we will take a break between games, because we've been at people's houses where they're eating Cheetos and Doritos and touching the game pieces, and he has a heart attack. Like, I can't believe they go.
What they doing?
So no, we don't eat. But when normally we'll eat dinner or something, because as a family we're gonna eat dinner. We don't usually do snacks. We like to drink our water.
And let me tell you, this woman right here, from day one, she said the family's gonna eat together. And that's what we've done for 17 years. Yeah. 17 years we have eaten together as a family at the table. And if you got an issue, take it up after dinner.
Yeah, we eat dinner first, and then we'll play. We don't usually eat during gameplay, just because we don't want to mess with the components, get anything on them. So and we're kind of picky about that.
And we drink, we drink.
We like to drink our water. We love green tea. I like the Lipton green tea, the bottle, not the hot green tea. I like the cold green tea.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And Grant's good with Kool-Aid.
Yeah. Grant's the Kool-Aid master.
Kool-Aid,
He is the Kool-Aid master.
Kool-Aid master,
he makes Kool-Aid better than I've ever made it in my life. Man. So he's gotten that mastered. But yeah, usually
he goes online and find out how to do favorite colors. Flavors and stuff. Yeah. Online, y'all. I didn't know they had that on Kool-Aid.
And if you'll notice with this tumbler and the other pictures, I have a blue tumbler. You have to have tops on your drinks at our table, because we don't want anybody knocking a drink over. And so we're real particular about that.
Don't mess with my babies, y'all. Don't mess with my babies. What we got?
Right. So we have I love your new dice person graphic. Who was the artist who did that?
Oh God, I'm so in love with them. They're so cute.
Yes, they are. She loves them. It's cute. It's cute all over.
They are so cute.
I like them too.
Well, those are from the Dice Tower.
Yeah.
I'm not sure who the artist is.
Yeah, that's the property of Mr. Tom Vassell.
Yeah, that's part of the Dice Tower. If once you, I guess, become a reviewer for them, they give you your image in dice. So we finally got ours, and we just love them.
We love them.
They did a great job.
They're gonna be on t-shirts, y'all. They're gonna be on t-shirts.
Let's see. What is a game that surprised you? Something that you didn't think you would like until after playing it?
For me,
that's a good one.
Let's see. For me, it was Everdale. Because I didn't think I liked them critters and all that stuff with that big old tree. I didn't think I was gonna like all that. But then I played it and I was like, oh man, I like this.
I didn't feel that way about Everdell.
Yeah,
I like the little creatures.
You like the little
I
creatures?
like the animals.
Well, you like all that little cute
animals
stuff.
are cute.
Yeah,
So
you like all that
I
cute.
like Everdell. I'm trying to think.
Viticulture?
No, because I had no expectations when we played that one. But that surprised me. That's a good thing. Wow. You know what?
What?
Abyss.
Abyss.
Abyss is one, and Abyss is one, and I'm gonna tell you why. The artwork is dark. It's not.
It's beautiful though.
It is beautifully done.
It's beautiful though.
The artist is the one who did it was very talented.
Yes.
But I don't really go in for all those creatures and dark, deep creatures.
She don't.
But after playing Abyss, the artwork has grown on me.
Yes.
I love the game. I love the mechanics of the game. So yeah, when he first put out Abyss, I'm like, oh, that is so ugly. Why you bring that? That's just dark.
No, it's beautiful.
But after I looked at it, and I'm like, wow, it actually, there's a beauty to it. So even in things that can be ugly, there's some beauty in it. And you have to open your mind to that.
And I'm just so disappointed. It don't get much love though. It don't get much love. I love Abyss. It's a beautiful game.
Yeah.
Beautiful game. From one of our favorite, Kathala.
Yeah, it's a good game. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. What are some of your favorite game mechanics? Sorry.
You know that one.
Worker placement.
Worker placement, baby. We love some worker placement. Yes. And then I guess card drafting, because that's clank. That's clank.
Yeah, I like card drafting as well. Mm-hmm. But I really like worker placement. Now we like playing with dice. The only thing about dice, sometimes the dice ain't nice.
The dice ain't nice. Mm-mm. Dice hurt you.
You're rolling all day and you're not getting what you want. But with the worker placement, I get to decide what I'm looking for, and that helps me have a little more control over the game.
That's another. I think you don't like a lot of randomness and luck in games. Yeah, she don't like all that randomness and luck.
Yeah, sometimes it can get frustrating, but it can be. I like it. Don't get me wrong, because one of my favorites now is Roll For It.
Yeah, that's Roll For It.
I love that. And those dice are never nice.
They're never nice. They're never nice.
I love it, but I like worker placement.
But I think for you, really, you want to have your own woman. You want to make sure you do your own thing and it's on you.
Yes.
So you don't like all that luck and randomness. You don't like all that.
But I think in almost every game there's some element of luck that you have to deal with.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's all right.
That makes it fun.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but worker placement is our number one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, it looks like that might be all the questions at the moment, but I do have one for myself. I know that you try to utilize the games that you already have, but is there something that you've had your eye on? You're like, we'd love to play that, or we can't wait to get that. Any new games? I know you don't try to go for the hotness, but any games that even been out for a while?
Well, I know that you guys, Renegade is making one called, it starts with an E, and it's for the enthusiast gamers. We're enthusiasts.
Yes, we are.
We're enthusiasts.
Is that,
I like that. I like that word, enthusiast. I like that.
Is that Embarcadero?
Yes, Embarcadero. And I haven't told you about it yet, but it's like in San Francisco in the old times when they brought boats in and they kind of worked on the boats and they built stuff right on the boats.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's kind of historical, so I want to try that one out. I'm excited about that one. I'm also excited about Santorini, New York.
Oh yeah, we just saw
Santorini, New York. I'm excited about that one.
I like Santorini.
Yeah, we like Santorini. So that's another good game that's a two-player game that's really good. One, yeah. But we want Santorini, New York, and now that's on that we have, and we're gonna try is Nevada City. Ooh, we're gonna try Nevada City. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Nevada City.
And then we still have to try Lanterns Dice.
Yeah. And
I love Lanterns.
And then search for Planet X too.
Oh, search for Planet X.
Ooh, so, yeah.
Okay, we got a whole list of.
We got a whole list of games.
That question is like, oh God, how long do you have?
Yeah.
Going on and
we
on.
Go Stellar. Like 2-player. Yeah. That's gonna be a 2-player we're gonna try.
We got a ton.
Yeah, we're gonna try. We got a ton. Y'all, we got a show for shame. That's shameful. I tell you, it's shameful.
Yeah.
Woo, it's shameful.
Right.
So what else?
We got a few more questions now.
Okay.
So are there any games you're looking forward to playing actually this weekend? So anything planned for the show or anything you're playing this weekend?
What are we doing this weekend?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, we need to learn something.
Yeah,
new.
we do need to learn something.
So we need to learn something new.
So we might try Nevada City.
Okay.
Yeah, and right. Stella. I want to try Stella and Nevada City, and possibly search for Planet X. Okay. I do want to try that. Yeah.
That's a big order, especially being that we're going to be at Gen Con tomorrow. So, but we do have goals.
Yeah, we do have goals. We
have goals.
Because I got this one over here, smartphone. I still want to get smartphone out there because that's my Kickstarter that I got to play. Yeah. Oh, and I just got a new Kickstarter. I got Tiny Epic Dinosaurs that I want to play that one. I got that one.
None of this is going to happen this weekend. I can tell you. We may get one. Yeah, he's overly ambitious on what we can get done.
So many games I want to try. So many.
But thanks for the question.
Yeah, thanks for the question.
What advice would you give to someone who has never attended any board game cons?
Ooh, so normally go in prepared to learn something new. Because what I do like about cons is that there's usually someone teaching a new game.
Yes.
So when we go to a con, we're going in prepared to learn something new.
Yes.
Also, I always say take some games with you, because sometimes you'll go and there's nobody to play with them. That's because they've already got games going, or you've gotten there too late, or they've already brought a group of friends. And so if you
then we have to be honest. Sometimes, we have issues as African Americans. Yeah. We have some trouble at some cons that some people just don't want to play with us.
So what you do is you set up your own game, and then sometimes that will attract people to come play with you.
Yeah,
We've done that. We've set up our own game, and people will come over and play with us. So just be prepared to learn something new, and maybe bring a game.
Keep an open mind.
Yeah, keep an open mind.
Keep an open mind, y'all. Keep an open mind. Because, we went to our last con that we went to, Great Plains in Lincoln, Nebraska, and we learned from a friend that we met there, Sammy. Hi, Sammy. Hey, Sammy. We learned Great Austrian Hotel.
Grand
Austria Hotel. Yeah. And we loved that game, and we decided to get it.
And we got it.
Yeah, we got it. And
that's another thing about cons. Yeah. Be prepared to spend money.
Be prepared to spend money.
You're going to find a game you like, and you're going to have to buy it.
And then I got to sneak by her. I got to sneak.
I can't even think of a con that we've gone to where we didn't bring home something. Because usually there's somebody there selling games or selling something, So,
Mick, where you going? Where you going, Mick? Mick, where you going? I get that. Mick, where you going?
So be prepared. But we love it because regardless, we've always had fun at cons because you're surrounded by like-minded people who are there to enjoy board games just like you.
And if that
makes you feel at home.
Yeah, and if y'all see somebody just wandering around, don't know what they're doing, y'all be nice to them now. Be nice.
Yeah.
And say, what's going on? You want to play? Sit down and play.
Yeah,
come on.
I look forward to when we can fellowship together as a community and play games, because it is fun.
Yeah, we do. Y'all can tell we love playing. We love playing.
Yeah.
Because we have some fun.
And then are there any cons coming up that are good for beginners or by people of color?
Good question. Depending on where you're located, I would definitely look at what's going on locally.
Yes.
When we first started in the hobby, and actually till today, we haven't yet to go to a big con, such as a Gen Con or an Essen or anything. We always went to our local cons, and when we were in Houston, we just found out where the local ones were.
Yeah.
And they had great turnouts. Now the biggest one we went to was Comic-Con.
Comic-Palooza.
Comic-Palooza was held in Houston, and they had this huge area for board games. I mean, just a sea of people playing. So find out what's going on locally. And do that.
And for African Americans, we had the one Africon.
Yeah, here in Omaha. Yeah. We have one here called AfroCon. And so that was one that was a really nice con for African Americans to attend.
Yeah.
It was hosted by African Americans. I mean, the crowd was diverse, which was great.
Yes,
but so just find out what's going on locally in your area before you jump off and go to a big, huge con, which could be overwhelming.
Yes.
The smaller cons will help you get your feet wet to go to the bigger ones.
Yeah, and also just going to some game stores. for events and game stores.
Oh, yeah, events. Yeah,
events and game stores. You know, and game store folk, be nice to folk. Nah, be nice. Be nice. What else we got?
Let's see. No, I think that's all for the questions, but there are some good points in there too. Don't be afraid to sit down with new people, especially if you're alone, and wave people over to play together. So more of what you're saying: be friendly, be open, and everybody wants to play games. So
that's right. Everybody needs to play games.
Thank everybody for coming out.
Yeah, thanks for coming, y'all. Thank y'all.
hope you enjoyed it.
I hope you have fun. Being with the family. We all family now. We all family, and once we sit down, once we get together, we're going to play some games, y'all. We're going to play some games. Now, be safe out there, and we're going to play some games. What you think, Starla?
I think that's it.
That's it.
Thank you all so much.
Thank you so much now. Bye-bye.